Damon.
Hello, brother.
At some point, Stefan decided to stop feeding on blood of humans, obviously, and it caused a major ripple in our relationship because there's a huge imbalance of power when that happens. The one thing you have to understand about Stefan and Damon, there is a deep love. I mean, Stefan hates Damon because Damon's he's been a prick, but Damon loves his little brother, and he, you know, he's the only person in the world who understands Damon to a T, and they've been through a lot together. So he does. He loves his little brother. He misses his little brother. He's pissed at his little brother, but he loves him, which is what happens with siblings.
What are you up to, Damon?
That's for me to know and for you to ...
Fun sources. You know, it's like you watch some actors, you watch guys like Jack Nicholson. There's always something going on in that guy's head that you can't figure out what it is, but you know he's mentally up to no good. Is Damon going to be mean forever? I don't think anyone's mean forever. I think that there's varying degrees of meanness. It's also your perspective. But Damon has reasons for everything he does. You're going to start seeing different sides of Damon, for sure. I don't think he's a one-note evil dude.
Catherine is dead, and you hate me because you loved her, and you tortured me because you still do.
There's so much of Ian and Damon that the lines get crossed a little bit sometimes. But when the eyes and the fangs go in, I really become a completely different person. And there's certain people that steer clear of me just because they don't want to be messed with. Something tells me he's been perfecting that for many, many years. Seriously, if you have that much time on your hand, you're almost 2 centuries old, and you realize you have these really cool powers, man, you're obviously going to, you know, it's not practice makes perfect, it's perfect practice.
Crow's a bit much, don't you think?
Where do you see what I can do with the fog?
Well, Stephanie, the mythologies are always pretty similar. One of the differences is we have these lapis stone rings that allow us to walk throughout the day, which is great because it makes us less detectable. You know, people who never come out in the dark, in the light.
It's fine. Just come on in.
But the funny things like garlic and holy water and all these things, you know, garlic we can eat, holy water we can drink. And I do find it interesting, you know, it's like when you watch Lost Boys, which I grew up watching. Every month I watch that movie, you know, and garlic and holy water really mess those guys up. I can't wait to do a scene where I walk into a restaurant and I order, you know, like the Cuban chicken with extra garlic or something, you know what I mean? There are cool things like that in our scripts that sort of lend itself to understanding that these things don't bother us.
I've been invited in, and I will come back tomorrow night and the following night, and I'll do, with your little cheerleader, whatever I want to do, because that is what is normal.